okay. Atmosphere exchange. Actually, no. Is it cross spawns? Yeah, it's cross spawns. Okay, so
it's cross
always
spawns.
atmosphere exchange. We have a 4-1 from Ascension. And we have a power build the armory, same as before. Even with the 6th member, so Hopsu out of the chair.
Power built the arms lab. Hopsu out of the chair building the armory.
Very interesting. And Llama goes forward. MF will be there, sneaking around the corner. And MF does take a little bit of damage, but not too much. As Voltsu moving up into hydroponics.
It's gonna be interesting to see what upgrade they go for first, or if they're gonna med both the arms lab and the armory. Don't see that too often.
Yeah, so are they...
If we will see mines, or will we see armor or weapons upgrade?
And Voltsu takes out Jekt. Scatter will finish off Voltsu in hydroponics, so nice win there for Ascension. Scatter taking a little bit of damage there from Lipa. And Scatter will retreat out of hydroponics. So pretty passive start for Ascension. The Bonage goes down very early on. Tane coming up into Agri Labs. And we'll start shooting the Gorge Tunnel.
So they do need to get back across to Agri quick spot. I don't want to take too much chip to that tunnel this early. One has been picked by Scatter. 2 though will be moving into Agri though. So these scrolls need to group up and not go in too early like that.
One by one. But the
they
early
will still
lurk
clean
again.
it up.
The early lurk again, and I think that they could have suffered a little bit less of a casualty there from.
So we've seen
position,
weapons 1 on the way. So it's interesting that they did go the armory straight away, but they have gone shotguns now. So it's an early shotgun build, which is quite interesting.
So it's interesting to see that Saunamen have changed up their strat on Biodome a little bit, and I mean a little bit different to Jambi, which I guess you could say is played very differently to the standard radial tech point, RT tech point map. But I don't know, this is very interesting. Llama getting taken up by Intric in platform.
We're probably going to see some hyper aggression with these shotguns, try to constantly hitting down at Agri Labs as they know that's the RT they're going to go for.
I wouldn't be surprised to see a weapons 2 rush with shotguns. What do you think? I think weapons 2 up with shotguns could be extremely deadly for these Saunamen for these Ascension aliens. Sorry, Bonage here in filtration.
So especially if we don't see these aliens sort of grouping up.
MF, Intric kind of moving in at the same different times, but great job, both of them.
Still getting the job done.
Yes.
Again, Saunamen opting to sort of stick on a low res count whilst they sort of go for this hyper aggression. So the idea is that their offense is so strong that it doesn't even matter. And Llama getting a double.
Llama with the double kill. Both those...
Has to be careful flying on top of that shotgun, but they do know they have shotguns now, so they will be a bit more on their toes, I think. Moving up to 5 RTs now. And not too much happening from the alien side, just dropping that filtration res node now, so probably see the tunnel from Bernage try to get back up in filtration if he can, but he has lost that early gorge.
Llama and Tane here in Falls. Bonage takes him out. Tane is the only one left. Takes out MF, but Bonage will get the cleanup on Tane. Nice pack there from Ascension. That's exactly what we want to see. But Lipa and Nate moving into Agri Labs. The Gorge Tunnel will go down 8%. The Drifter is there. Jekt is coming back to try and do something about these Marines here in Agri Labs.
Jekt has to be careful again.
Bonage gets taken out.
They will clean it up.
Lurks. Beautiful play from the 2 lurks.
So far, pretty even overall. Marines have on the back of that sort of capped both Hydro platform and are now moving down into filtration.
And Intric will get caught in between Llama and Tane in Falls, but he does get the Extractor down, which is a pretty good job there. Saunamen on 5 Extractors though, possibly 6 once they finish off this, yeah, no, they are on 6 now, after they finish that Falls Extractor. Scatter working on the Hydroponics. He's got to be careful if he doesn't have enough energy to fly away though.
And Jekt needs to be very careful.
Jekt extremely low there, and he will get
and does
picked on
get
the way
picked
out.
by the pistol.
But that is okay.
Nice
It was a
shooting by
T-Res lurk. He did his job. Now he can go fade because it was T-Res. Intric catches Tane out there.
But we are still a fair
Infiltration.
while off Fade, so it's still a good pick at this point in the game. You want to try to get something done with that lurk. And with that sort of hyper-aggressive shotguns, they probably, knowing that that lurk is going to come out.
And look
It's
at that
already
double
paid off.
pressure, man. Lipa and Nate here in Agri Labs while the pack Ascension take out
MF has done
filtration.
well though to clean up the filtration shard with such a, there's only the 1 or 2. And Intric again also clearing up 1, so they should be fine from here. Jack coming in against a shotgun though, and does
nice.
clean up. So it is going quite well for Aliens
look at the
despite
P-res.
this good pressure.
The P-res for Saunamen could be a little bit interesting
Could
later in
be.
the game.
Yeah, they have lost 2 or 3 shotguns and probably a 4th one going down there actually in Agri. Only really Nate is the only player with sort of a decent P-res and still only sitting on 4 OTs, so clearing out platform and Hydro despite this good dual pressure. But yeah, getting it pretty easily cleaned up by only 2 or 3 aliens on either side, so I suggest that maybe they're not too used to this sort of ping difference, having a bit of trouble against this double lurk. When I was playing with Llama, needs to be careful though.
And I think I just got about 5 FPS there in platform. Not in platform, in canopy. That's alright. Intric trying to take on Voltsu. Does get taken out by that shotgun. The Drifter might go down as well.
We're now seeing cats and weapons 2 coming up with the phase gates sort of trying to get up onto the map.
Could they go for something interesting with those cat packs? MF and Scatter do clean up Nate and Lipa maybe in Agri Labs.
And it's quite aggressive and very aggressive with their upgrades, despite not sort of having such a strong RT to sort of hold that that cat pack.
And Intric on the res as well as Jacked and MF trying to do work in seeding. MF does get taken out. Scatter is on the hydroponics res node, so they probably will go down to about 4 nodes after this. No, Intric gets taken out on the res node there in Falls.
We will get that. Panache is going to have to hightail it out of there with those 2 Marines coming back into Hydro. Scatter's going to have a little poke at them, but does get a bit of chips, so he's out as well.
Very low health. Trying to get out of Biodome. Trying to get out of Biodome. As Llama shotguns Voltsu, one of his own teammates. MF trying to ambush from the ceiling, gets picked by Llama.
This gate will go down.
Going up in West Route, but Seeding, however, getting hit by Jekt. He will do a good job taking out that res node just before he gets picked.
And they're back down to 3 RTs, so Aliens again doing a good job in their res. Could be a little bit better at this point, but Saunamen not going for that huge amount of recap. And Intric gets another pick on a shotgun.
Yeah, so they have killed a lot of shotguns right now. However, with the amount of P-res, with the amount of T-res that Saunamen have been collecting right now, the P-res situation is also pretty good, even with those lost shotguns. I mean, we see Llama on 9, 10 res, but all the other members have more than 20 P-res, with you know, Nate on 50, Voltsu on 30, Tane on 33, Lipa 27. It's looking pretty good.
We're going to see Fade shortly, and we've got some more dual pressure coming into
Scatter's gotta
Agri
be
Labs.
extremely careful here in Filtration. He's extremely low.
Tunnel doesn't go anywhere, he's trapped there. Coming down, got to get down to his George there. He's happy to just hiding behind the whip though, and he does get picked by Llama. So he did have an escape there.
But the 2 Fades are out. MF and Jekt.
But without this lurk, they're in a position they haven't been in before. Jacked again has to be very careful. Getting very low quite quickly in that first Fade engagement.
But the 2 Skulks getting on the phase gate. Voltsu still up. MF has to be very careful again. He does take out Voltsu, and the gate goes
taking
down.
The shotgun. Skulks on the gate.
Nice work.
Very well
Intric
played.
takes out Bonage as well. So a nice little TK there. Intric coming up against Lipa. Lipa does get the pick on Intric in platform as well. And I'd really love to see some more res pressure here from the Ascension side. I mean, seeding right now, as well as Hydro, completely open, but these Skulks are in engagements right now. I think you have to kind of leave that open to your Fades to carry these engagements.
We've got Scatter having lost his lurk. He really needs to get on that res whilst he hasn't got that lurk up. The 3 Spurs coming up and a gate now coming up in fall, so that Marines, you know, okay, pretty good position there. Getting pretty late mines as well, so probably just going to defend their gates with those mines as well.
And Intric trying to take down Liper with the shotgun. Doesn't get the pick when he was on the black bar. Scatter taking down the extractor in platform. Nice work from Scatter. And now here we go. Saunamen, Tane and Nate moving into Agri Labs. Hopefully with some double pressure here from Volts or someone else, Liper. But it looks like they're going to go 3-man into Agri Labs.
So Kappa clears out that ambush from Scatter. It's going to form up. And now there's pressure into Agri. And Server? You get a bit of lag, or is that just me?
I didn't get any lag, no. Maybe just you. Bonage goes down. Voltsu pistols him down. And they do get cleaned up by the Fades. However, the Fades are low.
Fades very low.
Ooh, Llama tries to come in from
Llama
behind.
doing a very good job.
And Scatter
Scatter
does finish
will
him
clean up.
off. Well played there from the Ascension side with the defense. Voltsu Nate going to go and try and save those shotguns. However, Ascension going to be guarding them very, very tightly. Looks like they're going to ambush here from the bottom railing.
A really smart play with that ambush, just cleaning up before they even got in there. And they're going to get straight onto that gate. 2 Skulks. Going to get picked off from Bamboo though.
And that's okay. Your Skulks are really kind of expensible in this situation. It does delay the Marines from doing anything really in the center of the map. However, these Skulks really need to get behind enemy lines a little bit more. Hit seeding, canopy, platform, and Hydra.
They really have to ignore this gate and falls just for a bit.
I do think that I agree with
kill
that.
that res. Let the Fades deal with this pressure into Agri. I think Vanage finally get down into Hydra. We're going to have Intric getting onto platform.
And Jack
But
does take out
they
Llama
haven't been on 6 RTs.
with Tane taking
Quite a
Scatter
while.
there in Agri. Oh, here we go, another 3-man from Saunamen. 2 have shotguns.
It'll be hard for these 2 Fades to hold against 2 shotguns.
And they're very, very packed together, so it will be interesting to try and get a pick from somewhere other in the map. However, it looks like the Fades right now are guarding these res chewers. It looks good.
Doesn't look like there's anything that's going to come through to Cap though, so...
Now, MF has to be extremely careful. He's very, very low here. Jack's still on full health. You go back in for more of the swipes. Oh, an open console. Scatter gets taken out by Voltsu. Bonage will try and come in as that Skulk by himself, but we still have 3 Marines. Jacked extremely low, might get pinched here by Liper, and does... Oh! And he gets pinched!
Jack does go down.
He goes down. Looks like he was extremely low on energy, but nice pick by Liper and Saunamen. And Llama still here in Agri Labs. They have that node ghosted right now. MF gets a huge meat shot on the way in, but they do take out Llama. As Jack comes up from behind, takes out Nate with Bonage.
But just as we say that the Skulks need to get on the res, they do lose Agri Labs. And the Fade no labs. So Marines in a fairly strong position now. Not much need for many upgrades. Got the Onos coming out shortly, but it has been delayed substantially by getting restricting the aliens to 3 res. They've now killed only 3 RTs, but what they have done is actually stop them from being able to expand past those 3 res that they do have.
So Saunamen now capping Agri Labs. Meanwhile, Jacked down in platform, biting on that extractor. Now, I don't think Ascension's res biting is as good as it could have been. Like, we now see Saunamen on 7 extractors right now. I mean, Scatter's
We've only
working
seen
on the
9. 10 res nodes killed in 15 minutes, not the best. Check Intric taking out the guy in Bamboo Pass, so they're going to get Canopy down as well. So this is what they need to do. They're going to try to take this left side of the map, but nice to see Benage go back and Gorge tunnel up.
And Scatter trying to take down Lifer here in seeding, at least get away. He doesn't, unfortunately. Lifer gets the pick. Jekt working on the phase gate in Falls. Meanwhile, Llama and Nate, huge plays here in Atmosphere Exchange. They do take down a spur.
Picking up 2 spurs.
Did they take down 2 spurs? They took down 2 spurs. So nicely played there from Saunamen. Meanwhile, MF trying to take down these 2 Marines here in Filtration. Voltsu and Tane survive with relatively high amount of health. The Gorge Tunnel will go down, Infiltration.
Another 2 pressing into Agri. There's just constant pressure of both sides, just Filtration and Agri just getting hammered constantly. And some good route blocking and defense on those natural RTs as well. Leaper's now going to try to clean up Scatter before he can kill Seeding. And he will get it, but he does die. So it will just be recaptured fairly easily. Advanced Armory is on the way. And we do see a couple of Marines just saving for some...
Phase gate going up in Agri as well. So that is a great pressure gate here for Saunamen to potentially arc Atmosphere, or maybe not. They can kind of launch attacks off of that phase gate. As Scatter almost gets picked, going through Nate and Llama, trying to get through to some res. So it's good that they want to focus a little bit more on res biting. Jekt and Scatter on the right hand side of the map, biting some more res. As Voltsu and Tane move through into Filtration.
But is it too late? They do already have some pretty strong upgrades, and again losing those spurs.
Go down again to 2 spurs, or maybe it was just 1 this time. An Ascension only on two Harvesters.
So Benage finally back his Gorge, hopefully. Gonna try to... It is a tough spot, they really need to clear out these guys in Filtration before they get another gate up.
And Intric is onusing in Platform? Oh no, he's okay. But
he's kind of stuck there though.
Yeah.
Two Infiltration if they...
It looks like, what are they gonna do? They're gonna go for Falls, or they looks like they're gonna go for base.
Interesting. This could go very badly. And the early beacon, he has to get out straight away. I don't know if he's heard it. But they can phase through and pinch him down Bamboo Pass if they want, but I'd suggest we'd probably see a bit of
here we go,
pressure.
and here comes the pinch.
And they're right under it. I think Intric realizes he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, and there he goes, Intric. So very nice play here from Saunamen, doing a great job. And there is the GG from Slayer.
It's the GG.
So
it's a very,
well
very
played.
Strong Marine round.
Alright.
So, like I said,
alright, so Saunamen take it 2-1.
very strong split pressure Marine gameplay, just ultra aggressive. Sort of forcing Yalin's hand early in that game and then getting the RTs up later when they're defending.